gallery in Berlin, Johann König, he was contacted, I think, by John from Jupiter Artland, asking him if I would be interested in a possible collaboration. And then, of course, I looked up the space and I saw this incredible passion about art and about landscape and about building this place, which was very special to me and which I hadn't seen before. When I first started to do that, to use like acoustics and to use like smell in pieces, I was actually interested how a piece can have presence in the space rather than the physical presence. And the other question is, which is as important, how a piece spread out in the space. So here in the back we have the popcorn machine, which is spreading out in the space like in several ways. Like it spreads out through the smell, like when you enter the ballroom, either from this side or from that side, you already smell or have the smell of fresh popcorn in your nose, and that does something with your head and imagination. Also here, like with the piece Tears in the Dovecot, yeah, I'm very pleased how that all came together and how actually the architecture of the Dovecot refers to the video and the other way around. So it's you have the height of the Dovecot, and it almost has this kind of tear shape, roughness to it, and I think it changes the piece in a very positive way, and it comes together very naturally. It's never so much about the event. When I do a piece like that, like the tear piece, I wouldn't do that with any audience. I think it's more like a silent process. I think it's a process that affects the result. But the final piece in this case, which is shown, is the video piece. The most recent piece is the piece Brenner, which is shown in the Steddings gallery. And I think that was the most difficult space for me, because it was also still very distant and I hadn't seen the space in person. And I think on the other hand, the space is like rather long. The show really came together the moment I was here. Actually, where the engine would be in the car body, we installed an oven, like a stove, which is fired with wood. We opened the skylights and installed 3 chimneys, like a chimney for each car. So there is also like a connection, another chemical connection to the outside. And during the exhibition period, the 3 ovens will be fired and heat up the space. So I think the kinetic energy of the cars, of the driving, of the road, the traffic jam is heating up the gallery space, and this energy is turned into another energy, into almost like a personal traffic jam. And you have the heat, which touches you immediately when you enter the space, and which can also be like aggressive to the viewer. And I think it will have a certain power.